Hello, dear students. Welcome back. I'm Sharda Lande, your English teacher. Students, in our previous lecture, you study your 12 number poem. Why English is so hard. In this poem, you study some examples like box, boxes, ox, oxen, man, main, pan, pants. But it means in this poem, students, you see these example like boot, boots, foot, feet. Some pronouns: he, his, him, she, and her. Like sometimes when you are studying any chapter, that time you have a questions in this related to the chapters. So the questions like find the rhyming words, find the opposite words related of these words, find the plural form of these words. So like this, in this poem you study box, it is a singular form, but boxes, it is a plural form. Ox, it is a singular form, but oxen, oxen is a plural form of ox. We are not saying it oxes, right? So like that, box, boxes, ox, oxen, mouse, mice. Mouse, it is a singular form, but mice, it is a plural form. house, it is a singular form, but hice, it is not a plural form of house. Houses, it is a plural form of house. Pan, it is a singular form, but its plural form is pans. We are not saying it pain, but man, its plural form is main. So this type of example you study in this poem. Some pronouns you study in this poem like he, he, she, it. These are the third person singular pronoun, and its plural form is they. But when we are saying any sentence, if sometime we are suggesting, we are introduce any person like Ram is a clever boy, right? Ram is a clever boy. First time we are take the name of the person, but next time we are not pronounce the name of the person. We are pronounce instead of the name, it is a he. What we say it? He. Ram. First time we are pronounce it is Ram. Ram, it is a clever boy. But instead of Ram, we replace it Ram to the he. Like first we said it Ram is a clever boy. He is in fourth standard. He lives in Nandura. He likes to drawing. His hobby is playing cricket. So what we replace it? We replace it his name, and we use instead of his name is he. So this type we are using the pronouns. So now let's continue our exercise of this poem. First question is answer the following questions. Question number A: what makes the English the trickiest language? It means that students, when you all are studied English language, that time what type of problem you all are face it? What type of problem you all are face it? So every person have a same problem. It is every person or every student have a same problem. It is not true. In fact, every student every student have different problems. Every student have different problems. Every students face the different problems. Like some students have a problems to pronounce the word. Some students face the problem. Some student faces the problems of learning the English. So every student has a different problems. Like when students you are learning English. So our first question is, what makes the English the trickiest language? The answer is, so many things make a learning English different and confusing. So many things make learning English difficult and confusing. Especially its grammar structure, its spellings and meanings makes it the trickiest language. It means that students, so many things make learning English difficult. Like I told you, it's some students faces the problem of some students faces the problems to pronouncing the word. Some students faces the problem in his grammatical structure. So like that, this type of problems every person can face it in English language. So many things make learning English difficult and confusing. मतलब स्टूडेंट्स इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज जब आप पढ़ रहे होते हैं तो आपको बहुत सारी चीज़ों को, मतलब बहुत सारी प्रॉब्लम्स को आपको फेस करना पड़ता है. बिकॉज इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज में बहुत सारे कन्फ्यूजिंग वर्ड्स है जो आपको कंफ्यूज करते हैं जब आप पढ़ाई कर रहे हो. जैसे कि मराठी और हिंदी लैंग्वेज में क्या होता है, आपको सीधे सीधे वो भाषा समझ आती है. बट इंग्लिश में क्या होता है, एक ही वर्ड से रिलेटेड और ज़्यादा वर्ड्स होते हैं, 200 से 400 डेफिनेटली होते ही है. सो आप जब वो लैंग्वेज स्टडी कर रहे होते हो तो आप उसमें कंफ्यूज हो जाते हो. जैसे कि मैंने आपको लेसन हमारा जो पिछला लेसन था 11 नंबर का, इन द वर्ड ऑफ इंग्लिश डिक्शनरीज. सो दैट टाइम यू फेस्ड, आई गेव यू सम एग्जाम्पल्स like SEEC, LOOK, look, WATCH, watch. Its meaning are same, but we are carrying the words of according to the situation. ये जो तीनों वर्ड्स है इसका मीनिंग सेम ही है स्टूडेंट्स, बट हम ये तीनों वर्ड्स कब कैरी करते हैं, हम इन तीनों वर्ड्स को सिचुएशन के हिसाब से यूज़ करते हैं. सो इसी वजह से हम इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज में कंफ्यूज हो जाते हैं. स्पेशली इसका जो ग्रामेटिकल स्ट्रक्चर होता है उसमें हमें बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम्स आते हैं. बाद में उसका मीनिंग समझ नहीं आता. समटाइम्स वी आर मिस्टेक्स इन स्पेलिंग्स. सो दैट्स वाई so many things make a learning English difficult and confusing. Especially grammatical structure, its spellings and meanings makes it the trickiest language. Question number B. Write the singular form of the following. Write the singular form of the following. Here you see this. Oxen, it is a plural form, but ox, it is a singular form. Next, MICE, mice. It is a plural form of mouse, and MOUSE, mouse, it is a singular form. MEN, men, it is a plural form, but MAN, man, it is a singular form. And FWT, fit, it is a plural form, but FWT, foot, it is a singular form. Question number C. Write the plural forms. BWOT, boot, BWOTS, boots, HOUSE, 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 houses, THAT, that, THOSE, those, PAN, pan, PANS, pans. Question number 2. Make a list of the tricky examples. Keep adding to your list. Singular and plural. Like CHILD, child. It is a singular form. Child, it is Child, it is a singular form. But children, it is a plural form of child. Child means a one person, a one boy or a one girl. We are saying it child. Like someone introduce his son or daughter, and some person saying that meet my one of the most beautiful daughter and my one of the most clever son. He is my child. So child, it is a one person, but children are a plural form of. It means that so many childrens. Children, it is a plural form, and child, it is a singular form. TOOTH, tooth. Tooth, it is a singular form, but TWTH, teeth, it is a plural form. Here we are not adding s. Like in our previous question, you see boot, boots, house, houses, that, those, pan, pans. So like here we are not adding s or es, because its plural form is different. Like child, children, tooth, teeth. You see in this box, not childs and not tooths. It means that we are not adding here s or es. Question number 3. List of funny words you find in this poem. For example, heis. It means that when you are studying this poem, that time in this poem you study some funny words like heis, HICE, heis, because it is a funny word. It has no meaning. Like oxen, pain, BWT, bit, HOSC, hose, SHIS, she's, and SHIM, shim. These are the funny words in this poem. Now, question number 4. A pronoun is a word that is used in a place of naming words. For example, we use he, his, him in a place of John, Johns, and John respectively. Write what you will use for Mary, Mary's, and Mary in the following sentences. Like I told you, students, pronoun, we are using the pronoun of instead of name. Like here you see, here we use some pronouns, he, his, and him in a place of John, Johns, and to John respectively. And write what you will use for Mary, Mary's, and Mary in the following sentences. So first sentences is Mary is my friend. Students, you see these sentences. Mary is my friend. Here we using the pronoun, singular female pronoun. Mary is a name of the girl. It is a female name, right? Mary is my friend. This is the sentence. This is a simple sentence. Mary is my friend. And Mary is the name of a girl, a woman. We said it. So here we use the third person singular female pronoun, SHE, she, instead of name of Mary. So she is my best friend. Okay. She. Here you see this. She is a third person singular female pronoun. This is a Mary's notebook. So here we use it instead of Mary's, her. This is a her notebook. This is her notebook. I want to return it to Mary. I want to return it to Mary. Here we use it. I want to return it to her. These are the pronouns, students. These are the female, third person singular, female pronoun. Students, I hope you all are understood the exercise of this poem. Thank you for listening me, and we will meet in our next lecture. Once again, thank you.